Sorry. Sorry. I misclicked. So, let me change this to Genshin. So. There we go. Do you guys have sound? With cat petting? There we go. Is the sound okay? I mean, right. Let's go in and then we can decide if the sound is okay. I don't think we can decide out here. So let me get rid of. Oh god, suddenly it's dark. Wait. Wait. Let me put on the other light. There we make this cozy light here. Let me also that on. There we go. Now we're ready. Sound is here. Is sound good? I mean, now there is no sound, so we don't know. So let me also just a second. Why is this still so bright? Because we're here. So, and because this is white, that's probably the reason why it's so bright. Dracula, welcome! Yeah, I just had to have more light to see what I'm painting. So it's more of the cozy vibe here now. So, where are we? How much? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Go away. Sound is okay? Good. I mean, you can't hear much. Okay, let me over here. Maybe a bit loud? Okay, wait. We can change that. No worries. Genshin needs to invent a goddamn dark mode because I am getting blind with this. Imagine me playing that in the evening in my bed. Come on. Please. So. Maybe you guys are gonna bring me luck and I'm gonna get a good artifact for once in my goddamn life. There we go. And I need to go to this one. Anything new? No. Same bad decisions when it comes to costumes, so no, not really. Same old, same old. Everything good with you? So now we will see how loud the fighting is gonna be. Hello?
Solidify. Order guide you.
You're sick? Oh no. Is it just general flu or?
Let's nip that in the bud.
I think it's a bit loud, isn't it? Or is it a cow?
Worthless. 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 Worthless.
This is order.
Allow me. Form at the forest.
Alright, I can make it a bit more quiet. Don't worry. All good.
I'll uproot you.
Because I have the same feeling.
Can't see.
It's probably a bit too loud.
Form at the forest.
Lucario, welcome!
Keep up.
So, while we got this one, let me make that a bit quiet. Hope it's better now. So, what do we got? You guys do bring me luck! I'm just gonna farm artifacts of you guys now. Okay. It's not done yet. It can still be really bad. It can still turn out really bad. So it was, what was it? It was one of these. Here we go. Yeah, the new one. I'm working on that. Okay, we have no defense stat, and it's actually a percentile HP stat, so if this shit is gonna go into crit rate and crit damage, that will be so good. Like, holy shit. Okay. Let's keep that in mind. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get rid of that one. Wait, give me... No. Stay with the one you have. For now. It was that one, by the way. Babe, what are you doing? Honey, I can't see with your butt in the way. Where is it? No, it wasn't that one. Where is it? Boy, what are you doing? Oh, then good night. Sleep well. What's that one? It went into HP. Babe, what are you doing there? You wanna sit there? That's okay. If your buff would not be on my... Yeah, that would be awesome. So, okay. First one went into HP. Could be better, could be worse. Okay, let's do another set. Come on, lay down, babe. Don't be a nuisance. Honey, stop.
Can't see. Disappear.
It depends on who you mean. The latest one were all taken with my own camera. I have a Nikon D250 or something. I don't know, man. I had one that wasn't so expensive, but lol. But I had all the features I wanted.
I hear everything.
Can you come down there, please? Thank you. Very considerate of you.
Bring refuge. Allow me.
Also, I'm always crediting if there is a photographer. I mean, just look up tutorials, that's what I did. Just go on YouTube and take a look what you all need to know. You need to know what exposure does, what ISO does, what you should do where. That's all I can tell you there. It's just a lot of knowledge how to use things. But that's what tutorials are for. So, it was a feather. It was this one, wasn't it? I wanna max this shit out. I'll be honest. So, do I have anything I can like just throw away? Oh, this one is really not good. This is so bad for everyone. Yeah, let's just... It's actually, I think, kinda decent-ish. It's pretty bad as well. Oh. I'm reaching the max one. Oh. Do I want that? Wait, maybe now it's that one, wait. Give me that one. That gives me 3. That's okay. Let's see. Yeah. It is such a good artifact. And then it fucking levels elemental mastery and HP. Are you shit? Do you see my log with the shirt? Then I get one good artifact in my goddamn life and I won't be able to use it because it's just shit. Because the wrong things got like updated. I hate it here. Okay, what else can I just put in there? That's pretty bad. Nobody... excuse me. Nobody can use that. Just start taking pictures of random things, dude. Is it all the ones I have leveled that are not equipped to anyone? No, there are more. Okay, let me check. It's a crit damage though as a main stat. That hurts. Yeah, that's... Oh, but that's just... No, let's put that in. Yeah, that's pretty bad as well. Okay, let's enhance that. Yes. I am a joke to this game. Fuck you! Fuck you! Okay, that's the story. After this shirt. That's the story after this shirt. Because, I hate artifacts! I hate them so much! Okay, hi. Nah, this is worse. Because you know after you lose your 50-50 that you're gonna get the character. If one of your artifacts are shit, it doesn't matter. Because all of them are shit.
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized...
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Main in action.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Okay, hi.
Order guide you.
But she's not even in my team. Like, I feel cheated on. He's not even in here to take care of her.
Can't see.
Here comes another wave.
Oh my
We're
goodness.
never gonna let up.
These stupid wolves are also never gonna get.
Hold the line.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we will be able to the next updates.
Useless.
Dude, stop moving around. There we go. Are we done? More?
The creatures stopped
Okay.
appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies.
Wasn't he the one I got
haven't
my
had a chance to greet
side
you
quest from?
yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed
sounds
in
like
the
it's pretty
village a
bad
while
there.
ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves. Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper? Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars.
No, it's because
For
I'm very
things like
noisy. I'm
sanity
gonna
and this.
accompany these hot
We
men.
need to help get them back home safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
god. Let's kill. If my Santa would have been like build, I would put it in my team for the funsies. But I don't have any good artifacts for him.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Wait, are we just leaving Al-Hayden behind? Because why is he not accompanying us?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down.
I like how they just
Initially,
decided to not
the
even
people
let
of
their
Aru Village
lips
greatly
move
resented
anymore
having
because
to
it's
take
just
in
like
the
so
mad scholars.
inconsistent anyway, so let's just
But a
not
strange
do it at
incident
all.
one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru Village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru Village? What do you make of it, Traveler? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru Village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the Academia could still monitor their activities. With that said,
Does Sino
the
has
main
one? I
Akasha
don't think
system
he
would
has.
no longer have any interaction with them.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story?
That one.
Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
He doesn't wear an
You
Akash
don't believe
color, Akash
Lesser
thingy,
Lord Kusanali
stuffy.
is definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon, is she really active in Sumeru? The Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists!
Not nice to say.
How should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise, even if she says weird stuff sometimes.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
Yeah, but we're not.
Good! Then you should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali. How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
All right.
If you'd know how many Archons I already
Skills
seen
to
on
good
my
use
right
for
here.
This investigation. But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Yeah. That's
Excuse
a smart
me,
thing to do.
Are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh? Who are you?
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my grandpa, right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I wanna find my
Yeah.
grandpa.
Nothing bad's gonna happen if I have a
won't
little
be a
kid with
nuisance.
me.
Ah, so you're the one who was eavesdropping on us around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Ethan wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry, I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can ask Miss Candace.
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Okay, back we go. Back we go. No. Higher? I'm confused. Where's Candace? What?
Oh, of course not.
Is
It's
the
all
sky
a
Where is she? Even higher? Wait, what? Oh, in here. Is that the place? Oh, that's the place. Okay. I found that. Oh. Why even bother? As you approach the village chief's house, I now ask Isaac to wait
Sino
nearby.
is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Yes. Although he tried his best to stay hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to
sleepwalking, huh?
find peace and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad. It seems like they both deserve so much better.
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so,
And to close up
we
to
must still
Sino.
continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Lucid Ramp was probably Nahida. Oh. Look on Sano's face, he
Maybe
probably
the people
connected the dots
have
as
always
well.
had a considerate god watching over them.
Huh? What did you say, Sino?
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for. Please accept my thanks on Isak's behalf, Sino.
What is it, baby boy?
Oh, it's you guys.
Did you see that there was on the top, look for the object in this area? I think that was
Grandpa!
not meant to be there.
Really? Wow, thank you so much. Yeah.
Alright. Let's ask the local residents some questions first.
Sure, let's do that. Oh, I got a achievement. Hello.
Excuse me, did you happen to see where the missing scholars went?
You mean the village keepers? Oh, let me think. When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots. They shouldn't go around eating that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Okay. Did you notice anything else?
Anything else? No, I think that's all I have to tell you. Sorry.
Oh, okay, bye. Thank you for that very important information, please. Hi.
The scholars that have gone missing. Have you seen them?
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes.
Oh my God.
You look like a real fighter.
Can you not, fangirl?
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
Do you also think Grandpa and the others are good people?
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's the
As if you
Grandpa.
could see the
You
kid
mean that
standing
nice
in the
man who
middle
looks like
of
a Grandpa's
them.
long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hands on the ground. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do that? Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever taught him to look out for others. I'm pretty sure that if
So
I
it's
ever
just-
went mad,
Do you mean
I
Candace?
wouldn't be able to do anything like that.
Or do you mean her? Because she's just
Gotcha.
an NPC.
Thank you.
Hello, the NPC. Well, that's the only time you're gonna hear that.
Have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one who likes to sit and space out near the village entrance.
Oh, well, if it isn't Isak. Oh, your grandpa, huh? It's been a while. The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared, despite my wife's protests. Like many people, she's really quite terrified of them.
I am very sorry for
She
your
still
loss,
always
Benjamin.
complains
I am
about how I
truly
don't
am
make enough
sorry.
Mora. Might explain why she's always mad at me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for taking care of him.
It was nothing. You're looking for him, right? Did he go for a walk and get lost?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's no good. Well, once you found him, come by my place again and I'll cook a little something for the both of you. I've
Yay.
known you since you were
Free
very
food.
young. So as far as I'm concerned, you're family. Please feel free to come by anytime.
Wow, what a nice guy.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Huh?
Stop biting. Don't be a nuisance. You just...
Don't say anything for now.
Be
Isak,
nice to each other.
stay here. Let's head over there. Stay quiet as you move.
I am truly sorry that you now lost a part of yourself because of this. You can probably look it up who it was. Oh, where am I going? Oh.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our faith, will soon return to this world.
Sure.
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true ruler of this land. I've never believed in any other gods. Still, you say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed? The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me,
You mean
they
that
must
you
have been
liked
chosen
so much
the
as
final
her?
sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn for the better?
Exactly. Those city folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Okay.
Yeah. Bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eyes. One wrong move, and he's gonna flay us alive.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay? I am no match for this guy.
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me about the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Well, I only know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madmen will disappear and that the Scarlet King will return to this land. I'm not making this up. I swear.
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us have a good life. Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return.
Why,
Delavar
though?
also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet King and fight for a share of the glory.
Is that so?
What?
Seems like he still wants to know more. Keep talking.
Got it. At first, I told myself it was just the drink talking, but then all the mad scholars vanished without a trace, just as the rumors said. Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also guilty. I'm just saying what the others said.
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical person you talked about?
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village. What about you, man? Have you seen him at all?
What about you, man?
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie to you. He's really not here right now.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not. All we know are their names.
Well,
I
then
have
spill
many
the
ways
names.
to stop you from talking, and many others to stop you from sending warning messages.
Oh my
So
god,
you'd
stop
best just
threatening
stay
those poor
home.
man.
And hope I don't hear of you trying to contact anybody. Don't do anything until I've gotten to the bottom of this. Try something foolish, and even Candace won't be able to protect you.
Yes,
That's where that
yes,
one
got
comes
it.
from.
We'll do just as you say.
Look at them. Look at them cuddling there.
Half to death.
There is no
Cyno's
spice.
terrifying.
Why would they do that?
He didn't try to reassure us at all. It's like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that before.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Isak!
I'm here.
Yeah, let's bring
Where's
the
your
kid
grandpa's
with us
house?
again.
Well, I can take you there.
Okay, where's the kiddo? Lead the way. Is it that one?
Grandpa, oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky
But
in
it's
a
not.
daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him.
Where the
He's
heck
a
is
good
his
person,
house?
Really, I know he is. I swear, he's just like my real grandpa.
I'm better not commenting any of them.
This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's the same one as before. But are you okay? Are you getting dizzy or need to lie down?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell. Thankfully, Tainari saved the day. And then he gave us a long lecture to explain all about how it worked.
So, you know Tainari?
Huh? You know him too? Are you two friends?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Tainari didn't lecture you too.
No, no need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest.
Where are you going? Wait for me. Looks like someone has been living in here this entire time. I mean, yeah. These are all daily necessities. Okay. Hello. These footprints are at least rather clear. Why can we move faster than I do? Oh, I was like, I can't observe. Babies, oh, they're so cute. I can't. How can you be so cute?
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here.
Okay.
Paimon doesn't see anything.
Honey, no, what are you
Although the
doing?
traces have been completely buried in the sand.
Can you, ow!
There are footprints here.
Can you not bite
In
me?
size and shape.
Stop it.
They belong to an adult male. This pattern is a common one from this area. Local shoes. This was probably someone from the village. The scent is quite faint, but still extant. The footprints head in the direction of the door.
But who would come looking for Grandpa? He doesn't have any friends.
That is
You'd
very
have to
sad.
ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge. Even deep
Except
within
when
the
it
clutches of
doesn't.
madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
No, Grandpa.
So someone's taking advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, why would anyone want to abduct all the scholars? Are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of all the mad scholars have something to do with the radicals?
Do they need human
It's
sacrifices?
highly likely.
Please, you have to save my Grandpa. Grandpa's never done anything wrong. Please help him.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever took him get away with it.
Let's head to Aru Village and inform Candace and the others about what we learned here. After that, we'll set off to find the scholars.
Okay, let's go back. Oh, the music is so nice.
Right. The darker fabric definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace. We've got a lot to tell you.
Ah, welcome back.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Oh, Dia's here too.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
Alhaitham didn't go with you?
He disappeared.
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone off on his own.
Did you find out anything useful?
So Candace and Daya, everything you've learned.
I see. So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled scholars away from the village.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King? First I've heard of it.
Why
As
do
far
we
as I
get
know,
this close
the
up?
kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, but as you can see, there aren't many scholars still studying around these parts. No seller would be able to make a profit here. Not to mention making incense is a labor-intensive process. You won't see anybody in the desert with the patience to make or sell something that requires that kind of effort. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then? Do we go
He's
back
not
to
even
the
trying to,
Search
like,
for lead
not be
bear?
seen.
If it was any other day, that would be your next logical step. But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts. These guys
Because-
have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here in the desert.
Tia, you're amazing! You really know this place.
Our traveler is
inside
like,
and out.
She wasn't
No merc can
winking?
afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Now hold on, you're staying right here, Sino.
Why?
Aru Village is not a big place. Outsiders stand out here like a sore thumb. I'd bet word about you has already gotten out. The desert is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall. Compared to you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions, but it'll be difficult if you're with me. Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the Mad Scholars have been taken. Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating.
I want to take
on your
Sino
own.
with me.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Is she staging, because the dude just ran away, is she staging that Sino's gonna get attacked? Is that it? Is that what she wants? But why would she? Oh.
Well, here we are again.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Paimon's amazed every time we see the wall of Samiel. How can a wall this tall even exist? It's almost unreal.
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way when I was a kid.
I mean, it's
Also,
not really a
why
wall.
is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized the wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. It serves a more important purpose, keeping out people like
Yeah, but maybe
us.
that's exactly why she
Sumeru is run
wanted,
by
because
wise
she
and
was
mighty
aware that someone
sages.
was listening
To
in.
them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied. The Academia believes we're underserving. Geniuses like Sataria are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the Academia knows very well that we're humans, just as they are.
That sounds like bad.
Terrible.
Kind of racist.
I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
Hey, Tia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those.
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for. Our mission started the moment we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Let's get drunk!
Just our luck. None of them are here today.
You mean you don't
Well, let's
see
not.
anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki. Finally, a friendly face.
Oh, and who do you have with you here? Guests from another land? Hello. I'm Zaki. Dia's, how would you put it? Drinking buddy?
We've had drinks together a few times. You could say we go back a ways. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia, are you looking for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Edgar, Delavar, or Jabari recently?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here drinking together just a few days ago.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been
Why
having
is
a
his
hard
skin
time
just
making ends meet these days.
radiating
So
light?
you came here to help him out?
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all
Like,
two
look
are
at
gonna
it, he's
be
literally
like family.
glowing.
If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides,
I want to
Delavar
know
and
his
friends
skincare
have muscle.
routine. I want
They'd be
my
a good fit
skin
for
to
us
glow
going
like that.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can take you to him. Go.
Are we going back? Are we going into the middle of nowhere? Okay. Sure. Not suspicious at all. I'm already white as the wall, so I at least want to like glow nicely. Not just because I just have like no color in any of my actual body parts. It's just... So, here? Here.
Are we there yet?
Yep, this is the place.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
Why don't you take a guess? Go on, a wild stab in the dark. You're like lambs to the slaughter.
I just said that, didn't I? I just predicted that. It was so obvious.
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear about what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also know that you've teamed up with people from the Academia to look for the missing scholars.
So, you've been watching us from the very beginning?
Uh-oh. I knew leaving Sino behind was a mistake.
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't ya? Who do you think you are? You really thought we'd fall for your little business deal nonsense?
So you and Delavar have been partners all along.
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling mercenary like you to be out of the loop. Those of us who hang around the tavern have stronger bonds than you think. But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the Academia.
If that's the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't
So
miss a
you guys
second
want a
of it.
war?
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samiel would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar. And Edgar, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scarlet King despise
What's
the most.
the voice?
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the Dendro Archon. Little did I know, you don't deserve to join us.
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors. Anything else I'm missing out on?
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing on their minds.
I mean, is she wrong?
Pathetic. You're all
You
like
just
a pack of
kidnapped
street
innocent
rats.
people to probably do a
You're
human
not
sacrifice
wrong.
or so.
Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone can become my friend.
Enough talking. Get him.
Am I fighting?
Just
Sandra
as
gonna
I
come to help me?
expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Okay. No, but it's okay.
This is order.
Because I have my own Archon here.
Gather.
Allow me.
Can't see.
Evil conquering. Here.
I'm my own version of Sino.
Worthless. Worthless.
It's always me. It's okay.
Impossible. How could you?
That was easy, dude.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now, Zaki? How did you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me to be out of the loop. I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course, you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action.
Well,
even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believe that
it
Candace was
does.
the
I would
only
love
one
to be
doing all
able
the
to
real
play
fighting.
her.
That so-called flame main is just a fraud.
But maybe it's
She
better because
admitted
I'm
it
not gonna
herself.
pull her.
She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
Ugh. You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
I
And
mean,
you were stupid
it
enough
was
to
pretty
fall for it.
obvious.
I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away, you let them report back.
Those two who were
Smart
snooping
move.
around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we have to be patient and give it some time.
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit, Paimon can't remember them all.
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nicknames they came up with for themselves. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet King is a superior deity.
Of course she is.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Oh no.
Wait, so he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper
I was
think that
like,
making
so
some
he just
wild
lied into the
guesses based
face
on
of
my
the little kid.
impressions.
Thank God he didn't.
Wow, what a genius idea! Well, that's an expert mercenary for ya.
Ah, you're too kind. It was straight from the usual playbook, if I'm honest.
So, that thing you were saying before, is it really true?
Hmm? About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora, and that anyone's a friend as long as there's a profit.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia?
Oh,
Do
honey.
you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser Lord from Dunyarzad. I can understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an ordinary person. There's no way a god would be so involved in the lives of everyday people unless they were truly compassionate. I've begun to realize that the sages are behind everything that's happened recently. The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King, making the Dendro Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery. But I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dia.
Anyway, looks like we're done with business here. Traveler, lend me a hand. Let's tie him up and bring him to the village.
Oh my. Do I need to move? Am I gonna get... Okay. I get...
That should be all of them.
Teleported.
I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her, so you can too. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to question the offenders, it's her.
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring the area?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Okay.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Okay. Why so threatening? Let me get my achievements. Let me get my achievements. And then let's move on to... hello.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time. We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility.
Just not attack random people?
Us mercs, on the other hand, we pretty much live from one day to the next.
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Where's Sino? Thank you.
Oh, Sino's here, and he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Sure.
Come on, let's go inside.
Let's go inside!
Candace, where? Whoa, you look furious.
I mean, she probably is.
What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone present would agree.
I really like her design.
Yes,
She looks really cool.
Please, don't beat us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please have mercy!
You've made your bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war. And war serves no one. The people of our village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry.
Can you just give us the people
I'll
back?
tell you everything I know, please. Just let us go.
I'm listening.
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's how we ended up hearing about the Scarlet King's resurrection. Some mystery man told us that mad scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the Scarlet King's resurrection. They give their lives, and we can get anything we wish for.
They're called village keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return, he said he'll help facilitate the resurrection process. I'm not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure?
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Okay, stop being so edgy.
I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything. It was all him.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
Of course they're gonna nod.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way.
Tell us how he looks.
That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face.
Is it a black coat?
He calls himself
Because I know who that is.
I believe
The organization. They can time travel. Be aware.
What do you mean?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct,
everything is Kingdom Hearts if you just believe it's strong enough.
Could be from the Academia. Some time ago, people from the Academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the Academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the Academia again.
Always the Academia.
Just as I thought.
It's the organization
What
of
could
this
they want
game.
with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the Academia. A change in their plans likely means they found another way to exploit the scholars. Regardless, our top priority now is locating the village keepers.
You're right. Isak is still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
You got it. Candace, I'll let you deal with the radicals. Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Okay. I am ready. Where am I going? Yeah, just make me blind. It's okay. Oh look, he's here.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Oh my god.
Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname. Never mind. Paimon's got nothing.
Wow.
There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. It makes it so hard.
Yeah, he looks really good, Joe.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Are you joining me?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere. Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold of you to question our choices.
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do, which I've now finished.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
True.
Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Which is?
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone. But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
Okay.
What does that mean?
How do
Can you be
think
any
the
more
residents
cryptic?
of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Gandis said? Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them. By contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village. Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to,
Hey Benjamin, maybe
we're
we're gonna hear your NPC again. Look! Look, he's back!
Every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars.
You kind of made
She
it sound
corrected
like it,
herself
Joe.
mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so I'm not too familiar with what goes on at night.
Remember, She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that time.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this, maybe you should ask her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
Okay, bye, Sino, once again. Let's invite her privacy, I guess.
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our stance or something?
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want. Go on. Earn her trust.
Does she know where they are?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler. I want to ask you something. Do you think the resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better?
Nah.
Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
If the Desert King comes back? I don't think so.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary.
And we kind of caused a commotion in like every nation we ever were.
But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you. My apologies for posing my questions like that. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back for more information.
Can you? What are you eating?
Alhaitham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We
Stop
understand.
being a nuisance.
The fact is that only one side of my family is desert folk.
I think they came from
don't really fit in
Canry,
anywhere in
or whatever
Sumeru.
it's called.
Some believe
Stop.
in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King.
Ooh.
I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
You call them radicals, so...
Some people can be so narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline and beliefs. It makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace. And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure she'll keep your secret.
Maybe we should have this conversation in your home?
I'll tell you
Not
what I told
outside
Alhaitham.
of your home?
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes, I hear strange crying sounds in the night.
It sounds very creepy.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's
In my
definitely the
country,
sound of
very.
crying. It comes from far away in the distance, and always
What?
carries very raw emotion. It used to be louder and more frequent, but ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often, and when it does, it's much quieter. I have to focus really hard to make it out.
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have
What is a general
He's
question?
heard similar sounds at night. But because we're in the middle of a desert, he would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than ghosts.
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old hospital not far from the village.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar, but it's been abandoned for years.
11 degrees. But it feels like 9.
Yeah, let's go.
According to my phone. So we are going to an abandoned hospital now. Love the idea. Big fan of it. Can Sino accompany me? Can someone accompany me? Oh, I was here before.
Is this the place? It's in terrible shape. Ah, monsters, watch out!
Order guide you. Stabilize.
He's not built. I wish I could put him in my team. I truly wish, but I have 0 good artifacts for him, I think. Maybe not 0, but I don't really have good artifacts for him, that's for sure. Oh, hi.
This is order. Gather.
Plummet the forest.
Oh god, it's 4 degrees? I would die. Do you see the guys in the background there just running against everything? Did you see that? That was kind of funny.
They were easier to deal with than
Oh, he's here! Why is he not helping me?
super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky? Or, you know, something like that. He looks super serious.
Is he gonna activate the thing?
Too.
Can he do that? Oh.
This is the one.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Good job! I was wondering how to get in there.
Let's go in and take a look.
You carefully search the abandoned hospital. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Ethan, we haven't found Squad. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Oh no, get us some
Patience.
reverse worm.
Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
Do I have to wait till nighttime?
I'm taking a break.
Okay.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read?
I mean,
What are
that's
you reading?
kind of
What
a
kind
mood.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity.
So, you got that?
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
Paimon's like, I'm feeling dumb, I'm leaving.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Tibet travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway,
You do?
it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Oh, I don't have to skip time. Nice. Aww. Cute kitty.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is.
Did you just read the book the whole
It's
time?
coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we...
Something is off about the interior here.
You can literally break that thing. Oh. Or do that. More underground shit? Love it.
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
But you need to eat
Looks like there are
something.
other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
At least get yourself some cornflakes or something. What's happening? Okay, I'm outside. Love it. So, what am I looking at? Okay, here's one. Oh.
One thing after another. I hear everything.
Lace, welcome.
Can't see.
How you doing?
Ha!
I wish the interactive map would show you. Okay, I need 2 more. Oh, there's another one. I see it. I see it. I see it. And then maybe down there. Oh, over there.
I will have order.
I understand, darling. It's okay. But you need to eat something. I see shit. Hello? Oh. Okay, I love it.
Solidify. This
You know
is
what?
order.
Hold the line.
What? What do you mean? You put so much money into your account. What? What happened?
Let's nip that in the bud. One with the forest. Useless.
Yeah.
Rest and rebuild.
Oh, okay. It's down there, though.
Keep up.
Yum. Okay, here we go. Patient Abbas, male, 23 years old. Mole on the left side of the forehead. I can't read that fast. Survival will be difficult without professional medical. The patient's survivability, once found, immediately informed. Don't give up, stay positive. All beings are under watchful eye of the divine, so don't ever give up. Oh. Do you mean we're talking about the primos, don't we? No, that makes no sense. What? How come you just gave your account away? Minty bean soup, tachin lunch, curry shrimp, panipuri dinner. Tuesday, salad biryani. And dinner is fish with cream sauce potato boat. Wednesday, shakshuka bean cake. The range section is all blank. Okay. Emergency notice. But why would you do that? I still did not get a reasoning for that. In case of emergency, contact a physician on duty immediately. Monday, Abraham. Tuesday, Wednesday, Emodi. The reigning sections are black. Okay. There seems to be the darkened remains of a steam inside the vase that was probably used to hold flowers. The words for Avon are at the bottom of the bottle. It seems to have been a gift to someone named Avon. But like, I still did not get
There's someone over there.
why you would give your account away. And you have 103,000 pull. Let her pull for Neela if she wants her.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also,
Didn't expect to see him here.
you know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the Academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. And the symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting...
Correct. The Academia is behind all of this.
That I thought we already established
It
that.
isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the Academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the Desert Dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. The notion of an Academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
I did see it. Someone I'm following on Twitch is playing it.
That makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the Academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
Well, what do you think?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from
How
his
is it
mind.
possible that every region we
Something
go
went
to
wrong in
is
the
just
process.
more
Or
fucked
perhaps
up than the region
his
before?
Curiosity got the better of him.
But Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
No, that can't be right. Most of the mad scholars have made contact with the divine. Something. It's also safe to assume that this knowledge has something to do with the Fatui, the Doctor, and also the Balladeer. They're using divine knowledge capsules to turn the Balladeer into a guard.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but
I also
wonder,
love how they just discuss
what do
this
we
right
seek
next
to
to the
gain from
dude who's
divine
like
knowledge?
trembling in fear on the
Academia
ground.
is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of
Personally,
zealotry.
would like his design. He looks like a
Extracting
capable
information
artist.
from people as if they were lifeless objects?
Like,
If this is the direction of
I don't
academic
know.
progress,
He looks
then the
like he could
academia
be in a
may as well
K-pop
shut its
band.
doors.
Exactly with the
Sounds like you're
statue
really
of his.
against all this.
Of course. The academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether
I
it be
really like
academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will
Sure.
be destroyed.
Maybe just
This
not
matter
shit
needs
on
to be
real
corrected.
people.
Just like fixing a
Shall
typo in a
we?
book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Tevat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Though he rejects the notion of greater moral responsibility, he justifies his actions because they are true to his personal motivations. Someone like him might actually make for a better ally.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the academia, but you're not one of them.
I mean, Tenari's not a bad guy, Sino's not a bad guy,
You're
Al Haydam
probably
is not a
right.
bad guy.
Though I must say, I
All
quite
the
enjoy
people
this
we
feeling
meet
of
are
being
not
the
bad
odd
guys
man
except for the old dude in
Uniqueness is
the
also an asset,
in that
is
first
it not?
part of the quest.
That's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
So what do you do with him?
He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru village.
Nice. Okay, can I? Okay, awesome. I can still explore whatever is here. not everyone is bad. We just discussed this. Oh, I found a key. I found the key. Where do I need the key for? There's a name inscribed on this bowl. Hakim. Oh, was it the names we had before? Evan? Oh, this is really sad. If there weren't carvings of Arbas, Abbas, and Sugajar in them, it would be something. Okay, the question is, where do I need the key? There's nothing here for a key. Probably for something else. Okay, then let's go up. We need to stop anyways because I still need to shower and I'm getting really hungry. Anything else here? Oh! Yes! Let's unlock it! Paimon wonders what sort of treasure we'll find here. The shelves are full of thin books. You browse through them and find that they seem to be hospital documents, such as medical records or financial statements. Shut the door and disappoint. Wow. Paimon thought there would be some special treasure inside. Even the wooden barrels and crates we find in our adventure are better than this. At least those had cabbages or fowl inside. What's this? It looks like it fell out from over here. Maybe it will lead us to treasure? Oh my god. Patient name Abbas. Gender male. Occupation farmer. Basic status and admission. Scabby skin and limb extremities. Multiple occlusions on the back, chest, and other bodily surfaces. Weakness of limbs and poor mobility observed. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Doctor in charge, Amodi. Week 1 of hospitalization. New scabs at limb, extremities, and enlarged ulcers. The left arm seems unusable and is in pain. Mental faculties are coherent, though there are clear signs of fatigue, poor sleep quality, and poor appetite. Week 3. The scabs are scale-like and have spread across the surface of the body. There is a necrosis in multiple ulcers. The patient has fallen into a coma. Week 9. The necrosis of the ulcers has been effectively kept under control and no new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. The patient is in comatose state. Is it the Fatui doctor? Is it that why we couldn't see the name? Week 15. The wound from the replacement treatment has not healed even after a long time. No new scabs have appeared on the surface of the body. There is weakness in the limbs and the patient cannot grasp items on their own. The patient is also experiencing fever and vomiting. Mental faculties are coherent, though fatigue, poor sleep, and unable to eat. Oh, now we're completely unable to eat. Week 21. We have started to manage to keep the scabs on the body surface under control and the new limbs function has been restored. The patient is experiencing chronic coughing and is prone to fainting. Mental faculties are current and in good state, sleep quality and the pad are decent. Okay. Oh, those are so scary. What does the other document say? Still Abbas. Doctor in charge, we still don't know. Status. After 20 weeks of treatment, specimen, IVs, new skin, and new left arm have recovered well. No changes in appetite or sleep. Mental state fluctuates beyond the normal range. There have been multiple attempts to leave the care area. God's voice guides me is cited as motivation, and the specimen is believed to have a delusional tendencies. Additionally, the God's voice described in the confession is possibly related to the resonant quake phenomenon presented in the internal topography structure of the dunes. This should be investigated to rule out ungovernable input interference. Increase supervision. Treatment protocol. The second phase of the trial is beginning to see results. The next phase, objective specimen, IVs, organs. Following extensions, examination. Sample free is the best material for the third phase of the trial. Before the implementation of is required. Continuous vomiting and skin is a normal occurrence. Must be prepared beforehand for specimen 4. I think that's 4, not IV. To maintain circulation of after completion of the basic operation, observe the subject for 1 week. If normal physiological activity is observed in the organs, the rate of deterioration of surface scabs is reduced, and limb function is restored. The next phase of the trial can commence. Why is this so long? Physicals note. All specimens have one thing in common. Body elemental quantities were at abnormally high levels and were positively correlated with the severity of the disease. After the experiment, body elemental quantities were reduced and samples self-reported a reduction in symptoms. It is reasonable to hypothesize that there is a causal relationship between elemental quantities and Elazar. More controlled trials should be conducted to exclude redundant variables. Note, the enrichment process of elemental quantities in human may be dynamically sustained. After the completion of early experiments within a short period of time, specimen first physical indications rendered to the norm. In addition to the not being complete, the quantity of elements in the sample bodies responded to symptoms increase, leading to specimen 1 could not be recycled for materials. I think they died. Information obtained. Preparations must be made for long-term trials. Cannot be stopped before the specimen's symptoms have stabilized. Due to the nature of the trial, there must be a method to stabilize the sample's moods. Removal of may be attempted. Following the new method, the material rejection rate has been significantly reduced. Specimen 2 and 3 develop mental instability due to associative connections to fundamental inequalities of I think they were experimenting with the madness thingy stuffy there, and tended to attribute the disease to unverifiably divine punishment, consequently considering it blasphemy to accept as treatment. It is a very interesting thought. Exploring neurostimulation and the resulting cognitive shifts could be a future research topic. Due to the above uncontrollable variables, what are you doing? Due to the above uncontrollable variables, they halted at stage 2, a shame. However, the materials provided by these two samples were the best quality materials so far. It is reasonable to believe that the perfect performance of specimen 4 is related to the material quality provided by these two samples. Ultimately, once the 3-stage requirement was completed, specimen 4's symptoms disappeared completely, proving that it is possible to use to control the element content of a person's body without relying on elemental power. Oh, they were experimenting if you don't have a vision. There's potential for weaponization. Discussion of research on have to be increased in the future. Humans have unlimited potential. It may be foolish for me as a researcher to write this, but with enough input, I might be able to reach the level of a god, or so people might call it. Paimon didn't I did get it. You understood it? Finally got a bit of the god's voice guides me. Does that mean there'll be unique voices guiding? No. Yeah, who knows? There might be some underground ruins. Let's listen for any sounds and take a closer look when we... Oh my god. Oh. I got an achievement for that. Okay. Interesting. Okay, but that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna teleport somewhere where I probably am not getting instantly attacked. So. Hello? There we go. Okay. It did not work for ages for me. What happened here? Why do you look the way you look? Wait. Dear frame, what the hell?
The value of knowledge cannot.
Anyways, I don't know what happened to my frame. I don't know where the real frame is. I think it's in here, isn't it? Is it that one? Yeah, there we go. Whatever happened there. I don't know. But we managed to solve the issue. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today. We did some cosplay stuff. We did some Genshin stuff. Then I don't know what happened to my PC right there, but we're just gonna deal with whatever happened there. So yeah, I wish you all a lovely, lovely rest of your week. Hopefully we'll see each other again on Friday.
Huh?
Like you think I'm just gonna take a shower, eat something, and then go to bed because it's way later than I expected it to be. But okay. I had lots of fun. Have a lovely rest of your day, everyone. Bye bye.